Some people collect rare coins or cars, but what about cans? Beer cans, to be more specific.
There's a guy in Prosper who just can't get enough. Our Chris Gutierrez went to see his collection for tonight's Texas Connects Us report.
I mean, like, see, here's history.
You can't help but notice the wall.
This is history for you right here.
It's sort of an aluminum time capsule.
These actually had to show you what an opener looks like.
Beer cans from all over Texas.
One's from Galveston, that one's from El Paso.
And the world.
Yeah, that's after the war.
They're collected, sorted, and displayed.
This can, if you notice, Manhattan Brewing Company in Chicago. Al Capone owned the brewing company.
By 54-year-old semi-retired financial planner Edward Hicks.
I specialize in Texas. I love Texas stuff because as a kid, going down dirt roads, that's typically what I found.
His hobby started in 1972.
Now, how cool is that?
When his dad brought home this.
He found that and said, what in the world is a Hoffman House?
It's a can from Colorado.
As a 9-year-old kid in Lufkin, Texas, I was like, well, that's really cool.
And before long,
been collecting ever since.
He couldn't get enough.
And then I found out later on I wasn't the only nerd doing that.
He owns cans that date back to the 1930s.
The reason these are so rare is because what happened in the 30s, 40s, 50s, and even up in the 60s. What'd you do? You were driving and threw it out, or you went picnicking and you threw them on the ground. You didn't even think to collect them.
He won't talk about the value or money he spent. For Hicks, it's more sentimental.
I have memories as a kid, you know, finding that can down a dirt road with my father. And there's the ties to my father, you know. I'm like going, I remember finding that can with my daddy.
And there's still room to grow if his wife okays it.
She made the rule when we got married. She said, as long as you can contain them and put them in one area of the house. She just said, as long as you do that, I'm fine with it.
Chris Gutierrez.
It's been a fun hobby.
NBC5.